Let me talk to the people who are tired, but still showing up. You're exhausted, not because you're lazy, not because you're weak, but because you've been strong for too long. You've been carrying things no one sees, smiling when your heart feels heavy, serving when your soul feels empty. And somewhere along the way, you started believing that being drained was just the price of being faithful. But hear me clearly today, emotional exhaustion is not a failure. It's a signal. Some of us are worn out not from doing bad things, but from doing too many good things without stopping to breathe. You kept pouring, but you never refilled. You kept saying yes, but you never checked your capacity. And now your body is here, but your joy is gone. Your hands are busy, but your heart feels numb. And the danger of emotional exhaustion isn't just that you feel tired, it's that you start losing perspective. You begin to think, this is all I'll ever feel. You start confusing a season with a sentence. You think rest is quitting, but rest is not quitting. Rest is refueling. Let me remind you of this. Even strength has limits. Even passion needs pause. Even purpose requires rest. You were never designed to run nonstop. You were designed to abide, to receive, to be restored. Some of you are emotionally exhausted because you've been fighting battles that were never yours to fight, carrying expectations you never agreed to, trying to meet standards that God never set. You're drained because you're living from pressure instead of promise. But today, I want you to release what's weighing you down. You don't have to be everything to everyone. You don't have to prove your worth through burnout. You don't have to bleed just to belong. Strength doesn't come from pushing harder. It comes from leaning deeper. And here's the good news. Exhaustion is not the end of you. It's the place where renewal begins. When you admit you're empty, you finally make room to be filled. When you stop pretending you're okay, you give yourself permission to heal. So pause, breathe, lay it down. You are not weak for needing rest. You are not failing because you feel tired. You are human, and you are allowed to recover. Your joy can return. Your peace can be restored. Your strength can be renewed because you don't have to live exhausted. You were created to live empowered. Emotional exhaustion does not announce itself loudly or dramatically. It often slips in quietly, disguised as constant tiredness, irritability, or a loss of motivation for things that once mattered deeply. People experiencing it may still function well on the outside, meeting deadlines, fulfilling responsibilities, showing up for others, while inwardly feeling depleted and overwhelmed. This silent nature is what causes many to misinterpret emotional exhaustion as personal failure, when in reality it is the body and mind signaling that something is out of balance. Calling emotional exhaustion weakness creates unnecessary shame and prevents people from acknowledging what they are truly experiencing. Strength does not mean unlimited capacity, and resilience does not mean never feeling worn down. Even the most disciplined, committed, and emotionally intelligent individuals can reach a point where their inner resources are stretched too thin. Emotional exhaustion simply reflects that the demands placed on a person have exceeded the energy available to meet them, not that the person lacks strength or character. A warning sign exists to protect, not to accuse. Emotional exhaustion serves the same purpose. It alerts us before deeper damage occurs. When ignored, it can lead to detachment, cynicism, and emotional numbness, making it harder to care, connect, or feel joy. These effects are not moral failures. They are natural responses to prolonged stress, unresolved pressure, or unrelenting responsibility. The warning is not meant to condemn, but to invite attention and adjustment. Many people push past emotional exhaustion because they believe stopping means falling behind or letting others down. They override their own needs, convincing themselves that rest can wait or that others have it worse. This mindset often leads to a cycle where exhaustion becomes normalized and even praised as dedication. Yet a warning sign that is repeatedly ignored does not disappear. It grows louder, often manifesting through anxiety, burnout, or emotional withdrawal. Recognizing emotional exhaustion as a warning sign requires honesty and self-awareness. It asks a person to listen inwardly rather than constantly responding outwardly. This recognition shifts the focus from self-judgment to self-understanding, allowing space to examine what is draining emotional energy and why. Instead of asking, "What's wrong with me?" the question becomes, "What has been demanding more than I can sustainably give?" Strength is often celebrated as the ability to endure, to carry pressure without complaint, and to keep moving forward regardless of personal cost. Many people take pride in being dependable, resilient, and emotionally available, especially when others rely on them. Over time, this constant output becomes an identity rather than a choice. When strength turns into obligation, rest is postponed, and endurance is mistaken for sustainability. Being strong for extended periods requires emotional, mental, and even physical energy. When that energy is not replenished, the body and mind begin operating on reserves. This is where burnout quietly develops, not from a single moment of stress, but from prolonged seasons of self-neglect. The individual may still appear capable and composed, yet internally feel drained, disconnected, or increasingly resentful of responsibilities that once felt meaningful. Rest is often misunderstood as inactivity or indulgence, which causes many to resist it. In reality, rest is a necessary process of recovery that allows clarity, emotional regulation, and perspective to return. Without rest, even small challenges begin to feel overwhelming, and decision-making becomes clouded. The absence of rest slowly erodes enthusiasm, creativity, and compassion, replacing them with fatigue and emotional rigidity. Burnout rarely comes from doing one difficult thing. It comes from doing everything without pause. Continuous strength demands emotional suppression, ignoring frustration, sadness, or anxiety in order to remain functional. Over time, suppressed emotions surface in unhealthy ways, such as irritability, emotional numbness, or withdrawal. These responses are not signs of failure, but indicators that the system has been overextended for too long. When rest is delayed, the body and mind eventually force it through breakdown rather than balance. Burnout becomes the moment when strength can no longer compensate for exhaustion. What once felt manageable begins to feel heavy, and resilience gives way to depletion. This progression highlights that true strength is not measured by how long one can endure without rest, but by recognizing when endurance needs to be supported by restoration. Good intentions often lead people into lives filled with constant responsibility. Helping, serving, supporting, and giving become habits rooted in compassion and care. While these actions are meaningful, they can quietly become overwhelming when there are no limits in place. Without boundaries, even the most fulfilling commitments begin to feel heavy, turning purpose into pressure and passion into obligation. Boundaries are not barriers against love. They are structures that protect it. When boundaries are absent, a person's emotional energy is continually accessed without recovery time. Saying yes repeatedly, especially out of guilt, fear of disappointment, or the desire to be needed, creates an imbalance where giving outweighs receiving. Over time, this imbalance leaves little space for reflection, rest, or personal emotional processing. Doing good things without boundaries often leads to emotional over-identification with outcomes. A person begins to feel personally responsible for results they cannot control, carrying the weight of other people's choices, emotions, and expectations. This sense of responsibility deepens emotional fatigue because the individual is not only giving effort but also absorbing stress that was never meant to be theirs. When boundaries are unclear, resentment can quietly take root. What began as joyful service can slowly transform into frustration or emotional withdrawal. The soul becomes tired not because it lacks compassion, but because compassion is being stretched beyond healthy limits. This internal conflict, wanting to help but feeling drained by it, creates emotional tension that is difficult to name but deeply felt. Without boundaries, personal identity can become entangled with usefulness. Worth starts to feel dependent on productivity or availability, making rest feel undeserved. The soul suffers under this weight, longing for space to simply exist without obligation. In this state, even moments of quiet can feel uncomfortable, as the mind remains conditioned to respond to needs rather than listen inwardly. Rest is often misunderstood as giving up or falling behind, especially in environments that reward constant activity and visible productivity. Many people equate movement with value and stillness with weakness, leading them to feel guilty whenever they slow down. This mindset turns rest into something that must be earned rather than something that is necessary. As a result, individuals push themselves past healthy limits, believing that stopping even briefly means abandoning responsibility. In reality, rest serves a functional purpose, much like refueling does for a vehicle. No matter how powerful an engine is, it cannot run indefinitely without energy. Human capacity works the same way. Emotional, mental, and physical reserves must be replenished to sustain effectiveness. Without rest, effort becomes inefficient, requiring more energy to achieve less and fatigue begins to shape attitudes, reactions, and decisions. Rest also creates space for clarity. When life is lived at a relentless pace, there is little opportunity to process experiences or emotions. Thoughts remain crowded, stress accumulates, and perspective narrows. Rest interrupts this cycle by allowing the mind to slow down and recalibrate. In these moments of pause, insight often emerges, and emotional responses become more measured rather than reactive. The fear of rest often comes from the belief that progress depends solely on constant effort. However, growth does not happen only through action. It also occurs through recovery. Muscles strengthen during rest, not during exertion, and emotional resilience follows a similar pattern. Without periods of recovery, resilience weakens, leaving individuals more vulnerable to frustration, discouragement, and burnout. Choosing rest requires intentionality, especially for those accustomed to being needed. It involves trusting that stepping back will not undo everything that has been built. Rest shifts the focus from proving worth through activity to preserving capacity for what truly matters. In this way, rest becomes an act of wisdom rather than withdrawal, supporting sustainability rather than signaling surrender. Emotional exhaustion has a subtle way of reshaping how situations are perceived. When inner resources are depleted, the mind loses its ability to accurately interpret circumstances. Challenges that were once manageable begin to feel overwhelming, and minor setbacks can appear catastrophic. This distortion is not rooted in reality itself, but in the fatigue that clouds judgment and narrows emotional bandwidth. As exhaustion deepens, hope often becomes one of its earliest casualties. The future starts to feel heavy rather than promising, and optimism is replaced by a sense of inevitability or stagnation. People may begin to believe that their current emotional state is permanent, forgetting that feelings are influenced by energy levels and mental strain. This loss of hope does not reflect truth. It reflects tiredness influencing belief. Emotional exhaustion also alters internal dialogue. Thoughts become harsher, more critical, and less compassionate. Individuals may interpret neutral interactions as negative or assume the worst intentions in others. This shift in perception creates emotional isolation, as trust and openness give way to defensiveness or withdrawal, further reinforcing a sense of discouragement. When perspective is distorted, gratitude becomes difficult to access. Positive experiences may go unnoticed, while negative ones dominate attention. The mind fixates on what is lacking rather than what is present, reinforcing a cycle of dissatisfaction. This narrowed focus strengthens the belief that nothing is improving even when small signs of progress exist. Exhaustion blurs the line between reality and emotional interpretation. It convinces individuals that their limitations define them and that relief is out of reach. Under this strain, decision-making becomes reactive rather than reflective, driven more by survival than by vision. Hope fades not because circumstances are hopeless, but because the emotional capacity to see beyond the present moment has been diminished.